Welcome! Today, we're not just going to give you a list of batting tips. Nope. We are going to build a complete blueprint for batting mastery, really reverse engineering what makes the great players, well, great. So, you ever watch a match and wonder, what's the real difference between a good batter and a truly great one? I'll tell you what it's not. It's not just raw talent. It's a structure, a repeatable system for every single part of a game. And that entire system, that whole approach, it really stands on three fundamental pillars. We're talking a rock-solid technical foundation, an unbreakable mental game, and a deep-seated commitment to practice. You get these three things right, and you're well on your way. Okay, let's dive into Pillar 1, the technical foundation. This is your bedrock. This is the stuff you can fall back on when you're under pressure. It's the platform where every single run you ever score is going to come from. So the first thing we've got to lock down is what happens before the ball is even bowled. Your setup. A balanced stance, feet shoulder width, knees just a little bit flexed. That creates stability. It's your base. Then the grip. Your top hand is for control, the bottom hand is there to guide the bat. And finally, alignment. You want that front shoulder pointing right at the bowler. Think of this whole setup as your launch pad for the shot. All right, now for the action. The backlift needs to be straight and efficient. That gives you a clean path down to the ball. Your footwork, it has to be decisive. No half steps, no being tentative. But you know, the absolute key to all of this is the execution, keeping your head over the ball for balance and control. And please remember, timing will always beat brute force. But listen, great technique isn't just about hitting those big, flashy boundaries. It's also about the unseen skills. It's that ability to read the length of the ball super early. It's having the defensive technique with soft hands to play the ball right under your eyes. It's being clever enough to find the gaps and rotate the strike. And maybe most importantly, it's the discipline to just leave that dangerous ball outside the off stump. These are the skills that actually build a long innings.
Which leads us perfectly into Pillar 2, mastering the mental game. Honestly, you can have the most perfect technique in the world, but if your head isn't in the right space, it is all going to fall apart under pressure. This is the real difference maker.
So what do we even mean by the mental game? Well, it really boils down to one word: discipline. I want you to think of it like this. Your technique is the hardware, right? But discipline, that's the operating system that makes it all run smoothly. It's about being in control at the crease. Look at this comparison. When you're at the crease, you're basically choosing one of these two paths. The disciplined batter, they wait, they assess, they stick to their game plan. The impulsive batter, though, they react emotionally, they try to force things, they get frustrated. You have to ask yourself, when the pressure is on, which one am I? The goal is to be that batter on the left every single time. And building that discipline, it comes from match awareness. This right here is the mental checklist you should be running through constantly. What's the pitch doing? Where are the fielders? What's the score? What does the team need right now? And the big one, when is it time to attack? And when is it time to just consolidate and play it safe? This is what we call proactive, smart batting. Okay, so we've got the technique, we've got the mindset. Now it's time for Pillar 3, putting it all into practice. This is how we close the gap between knowing what to do and actually being able to do it without thinking. And the key is simple: repetition. Focused, deliberate practice. Drills are how you take all these ideas from your brain and burn them into your body's muscle memory so that a good, balanced setup becomes totally second nature. Let's look at a really simple but super effective toolkit here. Shadow batting just lets you groove your technique with zero pressure. A footwork ladder gets your feet moving quickly and improves your balance. And a simple hand-eye drill, even just against a wall, sharpens up your reactions like nothing else. Each one of these drills serves a very specific purpose in building the complete batter. So, how should you structure all this practice? Look, the secret isn't just hitting balls for hours and hours in the nets. It's about a balanced approach. It's a good idea to spend about 40% of your time on technical stuff, maybe 35% on agility and reaction drills, and then, and this is so important, a solid 25% just on match simulation. That's what prepares you for both the physical and the mental challenges of a real game. So, let's put it all together now. What we've talked about isn't just a random collection of tips. It's a blueprint. It's a cohesive plan for you to build your entire game from the ground up. And I want you to remember this. Sure, some people have a bit of natural talent, but consistent, high-level performance, that is always built through a deliberate process. And what we've just gone through, well, that's your process. It really is that straightforward. You take a solid technical foundation, you add a disciplined mental framework, and you combine it with consistent, purposeful practice. Those three ingredients, That's what creates the complete batter. So, the blueprint is right here. It's in your hands. The only question left is, what are you going to build first? Thanks for joining us.